Hello, welcome to Rich New Design. I am Wes, and tonight I'm going to be doing some rotoscoping with the new Roto Brush 3 that just got released from beta from Adobe. I've got some footage that a friend of mine that has an award show coming up on the 4th of November. Let me see if I can switch over to that camera real quick and get rid of this. And after that, I just wanted to make sure that this was up on the screen to start with. Advertising Lapstick, Sundays at 9 p.m., live animation and puppetry, adult humor. So if you're looking for something to do on a Sunday, it's there. Hello there. Cruising is fun anytime. You can drop your links with hashtag awesome. Once Nightbot starts. I don't know if it's started yet or anything. But let me go ahead and let me get rid of this banner right now, and I'm going to go ahead and enlarge. Oh, I've reached okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes you just end up looking at the wrong thing. I'm going to be using the rotoscope. As you can see here, this is Robin Cheyenne. Robin Cheyenne is going to be hosting the GMAY Awards over at Camp GMAY. That's November 4th, and it's a pre-recorded. Most all of the thing is pre-recorded, but we're there live backstage, and there's comedy and other things. Definitely something worth watching. Great musicians over there and everything. But she's hosting, and these are the segments for the hosting. And you'll notice the green screen is not. Her arms go outside of it at different times. She had a hard time staying in one, and because it was difficult to get the color, and some of the green, the lighting is not as good. And so just to make sure that these are as clean as can possibly be, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use, let me do this, and then do this again. I'm just trying to get navigate through what I got going on here. Peace and love. So we're going to use the rotoscope. Now it takes longer, but it's going to get a clean usage. So I have my MP4. This is an MP4 that I just, in After Effects, have gone ahead and created a new composition with it. Now you have to actually work within the composition layer itself in order to use the Roto Brush tool, which is up there towards the top. Let me go ahead and double click in the footage, and that brings us into the into the actual footage itself. I want to fit it because earlier I was doing this and it was not completely fit, and so I was losing the lower parts of her arms and different stuff. Now I come up here and I grab the tool, and I want to make sure I've got the Roto Brush tool, and I'm just going to take the brush and I am going to paint on everywhere. Okay, I've got to get her hair. Oh, the brush is small. I need to choose a bigger brush. Let me come over here to my brushes, and let me increase the size of the brush so I can paint down this arm. Make sure we've got all of her hair. Okay, her hair is in there. Everything is in there. I'm going to try to do this so maybe you can see a little bit better. If I turn on what we've got masked, there's the masked area. You'll notice this little there's a little black area here that it didn't pick up. I'm going to use the brush to paint there to say to include that area. If we bring this, there won't be the little area that was there. This is the alpha, so you can just see the alpha silhouette of what you've got. Now, a couple things. This green under her arm, I don't want that there. I'm going to shrink my brush down a bit. Holding down the Alt key with the brush, red, tells it to take it away. Let me go back to where we can see what we're working with here. I'm going to hold down the red, take it away. Okay, that's underneath there, and I want to remove the little bit of green down here. So we've got her basically masked. This is a little bit, we're getting some of the green behind her, we're getting some of it here. Hair is the next step to work with. Peace and love to the J. Jordan. I know Nightbot will be dropping your link. Thank you for sharing this out. I appreciate it. Doing some rotoscoping this evening. So I've got the basic shape cut there. If we look at it, this is what it's going to be pulling for the alpha. Here it is again. I like to use the red because we're going to end up having to watch to see if it loses as she moves through this tape. Now this is only 10 seconds long, so we'll see. But first I want to refine the edge. I'm going to go to the refine edge tool. I'm going to increase the size of my brush again, and I'm going to go right along the top here, right along the hair. Make sure that I have all that work there. So now it is checking that more accurately than the rest of it that it is doing. So there's more detail. You're not going to do that on everything because this thing is slow, and you'll see that in a minute. And it's one reason why I decided to do a live with this, so that people could see how long it takes to rotoscope this out. And we're rotoscoping again because the green screen was just not going to work out in this situation. Let me turn it back to the red so we've got good contrast. We have it all selected. I'm now going to come up here and I'm going to hit play so that it is going to move through the timeline, but very slowly. And here's the part I don't like. I have to keep an eye on this now to see if it loses where she's at. You'll see that it is following her. It is AI driven. This is After Effects again. The Rotoscope 3, it just came out of beta. Cheers, Allie. Cheers. Peace and love, Allie. Allie Patches out there. And her link was dropped by Nightbot right above her. Great artist. Great artist. Get connected to Allie. If you need any art for your channel, things along those lines, t-shirt designs. She designed some of the best t-shirts I have seen. Okay, you can see that this is just, it's continuing on. Now, I kind of don't like what it's doing up on the other side of her hair, but I'm gonna let it go. It's only, it's kind of a little bit of transparency with the green that it's pulling. In the end, I put this against a green background, so it actually will work out. That'll get removed later with what we're doing. So far, it has not lost. It has not lost any of the tracking on her. She's laughing. She's doing something. But you can see how slow this is. We have not made it. Oh, wait a minute. How long is this? I got to look at this again. This is 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh, this will be the whole stream. This will be the whole stream. So you'll get to see. Virginia Wolf. Virginia Wolf. Peace and love. Love the video. Love the video that you had there with the information about Falcro in the toe. That was so good. I just absolutely love that. But no, this is rotoscoping. When you can't get a clean key and you want to get something good, it's basically using AI to keep the mask going, and it's looking at every frame and analyzing against what was behind it, so that the issues that we run into, if it is going to make a mistake, is going to be when she takes her hands and they're below screen and they come back into the screen. Will it know that her hands are a part of what it's supposed to be hanging on to? Will it know that the black on her sleeves that are occurring just below the top here, is it going to grab those, or will it leave those blank? And if it leaves those as though they're non-alpha, that they're alpha channel, I mean, it'll show up as red on here. I'll see a red splotch on her, like I see when her arms separate and we see the space of the green screen under her. But this is the drawback to it. This is 1 minute and 10 seconds long, and this is going to easily take me 30 minutes to go through. Now, if I knew for sure, because this is the new the Rotoscope 2.0, which was much better than 1.0, I still would not feel comfortable walking away with and just letting it do its work and assuming that it's going to do it right. With these, I I have had really good luck so far. But I do know that when her hands go down, sometimes when it's coming up with the black, it does not know for sure that, oh, those are her gloves coming up. And so I have had to maybe only once during 30-second clips or 40-second clips, I have had to actually make adjustments to correct it. And I'm hoping there is an error so I can show making an adjustment to correct it. Because basically you're just painting the brush on again. You're using the brush tool there, the rotoscope brush, to include the part you want, or holding down the Alt key to remove something that it is including that you don't want. And it's just slowly going on through. But this, and it's an arduous. You can see under her arm the red. You can see where it's leaving. That is blank, which is correct. We don't want that green wall that's being shown. Her hands are coming back into the shot. So far it is doing good. Now, if she brings her arms out to the sides and other things, then I may want to keep an eye on it. Normally I don't like to do more than 20 to 30-second clips because it does take this long. But these are one takes, so I kind of want to get these. These are for the jammies over on Camp GMAY on November 4th. That's Saturday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's an award show, and it's very entertaining. There's a lot of comedy that goes on. A bunch of us are going to be there, but we're going to be watching a lot of the awards, the acceptance speeches, all the clips of the nominees. It's a lot of fun. I really like what Gary's put together over there. It's a fun community, and having this award show at the end and having it be as big a deal as it is, it's quite impressive because it's not just a off the cuff kind of idea. This is several hours of programming that he's got put together. Okay, she's looking down. Is it keeping up with the space? Okay, look, her arm raised. We are seeing. Okay, there we go. I have to come back to it and hit stop. Let me come back a couple frames. You probably couldn't see. I'm going to go frame by frame. And I can zoom in on it, but you'll see what I have to do. Right here, I got to this frame. When I look at her sleeve, the one on the far end, there are two little spots where, because she's got these openings in her shirt, it knows in that area the green screen is behind her when she moves her arm and stuff. So it may think that those openings in the black are showing that. So it's gone ahead, and now I'm going to just take my brush. Make sure the brush and not the refine edge tool. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to paint over with the green there. Paint over both those spots to let it know, okay, I want it. And then I'm going to go one frame forward. See if it's making any more mistakes. No. Okay, so I corrected what was going on. After the first frame with the mistakes, the mistake continues to propagate itself out bigger and bigger in the next frames if you don't catch it. That's why you have to watch it, so that if it loses something, you're just there to say, no, don't lose that, and then let it go about its job. I'm going to go ahead and click play now and let it continue on. Now, I don't like that I've got the chair behind her, but I'm going to leave that. I am not going to try to remove that chair. On the far side, you could probably see the chair. Did I click that? Cool, Rich. This is interesting. I don't recall clicking that. That's bad. I'm getting old. Okay, we've recovered from that. I think she may do multiple takes in this or something. That may be why it's so long. It was a 25-minute clip that Gary had sent me that had the different recording pieces they had had. Some of them have more than one take. Others just have the one. I'm getting these done in the order that I pulled them out of. There may be one clip that's 2 minutes long, but okay, let's see. The hair flip. Is it going to catch all that hair flip? See, this from having to mask this in the past. What you would have to do in the past is go frame by frame and move your mask that is masking out where you want everything else left out. If you couldn't get a clean green screen, so this is just amazing to watch. And I don't believe with all those moves that had happened, the Roto Brush 2, the previous version, I don't believe it would have done as good as this version is doing. But we are now 15 seconds, 17 seconds, almost 17 seconds into the video. Probably started 5 minutes into this, so it's been 10 or 11 minutes that it's been going, and it just takes time. And the bad thing is, it's not like you can do something else while it's doing this. Now, after it does this, and after you've got it cleanly gone all the way through, then you have to click freeze, and it goes through every frame and then locks all that down. That'll take as long as this took. Now, during that, I don't have to watch anything. That is when I can work on another program, I can do something else, different things along those lines. But after it freezes, then I add a green screen because it'll just be her. I could put it out as an MOV file, which has the alpha channel keyed out, so you can just use it as an overlay. But the program that's being used, that this is getting pulled into, does not handle MOV files. So I have to place then a clean green behind her. And you'll see that when I put it up. Well, I mean, it'll be here. This could take so long. Some of you may have other lives and want to do things and not just watch this thing go frame by frame. It is moving. I mean, nobody can tell that it's moving, but it is. It is moving, right? She's just totally still. Let me look at the number. Yeah, it's moving. 22, 23. Each and every frame, it's basically following a mask, trying to, hang on to what the object that you created, that you wanted. Now, it can do this in moving images. You can do this. In a, if you had a panning shot or something like that, but you only wanted elements of it. This is how all that's put together. You watch a comedy behind it. Lapstick was for those of you that didn't see it, it was a great episode. We hammered through the alien report because we had so much going on in the VP contest. Out there in the chat, Virginia Woolf in that VP contest, definitely leading the pack up there towards the top. The week after this upcoming week is our Halloween episode, and after the Halloween episode, then the following week is going to be our season finale, and that is when we are going to select the winners. Probably going to send invites to everybody that's in, to allow people to come up and everything for that finale, that final episode. But we're going to pick the winner and everything, and announce all of that, and then we're going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to take a couple weeks off from Lapstick. We may do where we just play best of or something, some reruns, and we'll be in the chat. We might, stick around for a wrap up. I might do something like that, but we won't do the crazy improv that we have been doing. But we are going to be working on the working on the cartoon, that the winner is going to be able to do a voice in and everything and have a part in our Christmas cartoon that we're putting together. So I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, I've got a cough. She is still moving, I think. Her eyes are slowly going to one side. I was there the other night when Robin was recording this. I wasn't there while she was recording. I was there after she was recording. And we were all talking in the workshop that GMAY was running. And then she had seen a bunch of the other clips from the show, and she's like, "Oh, I should have been more energetic. I should." And she's got great takes. I mean, they're all good. But she saw how outrageous a couple of us were going to be in the show, and I think that changed her mind. So we are still rolling along. Let's see where we are at now. It is at the 26. It's coming up on 26 seconds. It's coming up on the 26-second mark. It's been another 5 minutes, and it's been almost 10 seconds that it's gotten done. So I don't know. It takes a while. It takes a while. Now, if she was moving a whole lot, this is fairly stationary. She's not doing she did the hair move. Her arms have moved some. In some of the other clips, she does bring her arms out. But I've seen some demonstrations where people use this on footage of people that are dancing. And usually you're only seeing someone dance in little clips, and then the camera angle's cutting, and then the camera angle. So you're working on maybe a 5-second clip you're rotoing because of the pace of different things. Unfortunately, this is not that. Ashinator, do you recognize who I have up here on the screen that I'm rotoscoping now? Oh, she's moving her arms. Let's see how it's doing. Welcome in, Ashinator. Welcome in. Let's see how it's doing. It got the space under the arms. Everything looks right. We still see her. But you can see when you're looking at it in this way, I don't know how well you can see on your screens, the blur. You get motion blur. And with motion blur, well, some of that background is being seen. And so those can be times that are really a problem, especially if you're keen and different things like that, if you're using just the green screen. So this, again, this rotoscope tool is good for that. They were just hope you're having a good Monday, Ashinator. I'm working through the rotoscoping, keying out her hosting segments for the jammies over on Camp GMAY, November 4th, Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. You know you want to be there. Be there. There we go. I'm trying to throw out some of that hype. Now this is in Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro for all of my video. Now this is After Effects. I use the whole Creative Cloud because I use Character Animator for our cartoons. I use Audition for all of my music compositions and stuff. What's the starts with a D? I can't even think of the name of it. When I do development work too, I end up having to use Adobe products. I am a firm. I know it's more expensive, and believe me, it's one of our biggest expenses is just the licenses for the Adobe. But being able to pull this off, where I couldn't get a good key with Ultra Key, and in Premiere, if you go to do it, well, you can set the mask areas. If her hand goes outside of where that green screen that's behind her is, you can set and have a mask, and then you can have that mask try to follow, but you end up having to do a lot of manual corrections when you're doing those masks over there. So if you need to really, I'm hands off. It's going through right now. I have on one frame, probably 10 seconds in, I think it was, had to make a correction with the Roto Brush to say, no, leave that's a pattern on the sleeve. And then after that frame, it's been good since then. They're really coming along with what they've got going on there with the Roto Brush 3.0. But if you're ever gonna get serious about doing a lot of stuff, this is where you end up with not just the roto brushing, but also the you can do removing. Let's say you're in the park and you're filming in the park, but there's some people standing over there, and you had a panning shot. You can tell it to remove those people. You can have it select those people and use content aware fill, or create a background, an image to fill it in using the AI they have over in Photoshop to give it something to base it on. But it will remove items from moving video and everything along those. There's so many tools. I know they use all this for a lot of live color grading, Premiere Pro on Mandalorian and some other stuff, because they do a lot of work with that big screen. So they really utilize all the color and live color grading when it changes, when the scene is changing a bit. They do live lumetri work. It's just amazing to see what all can happen. Annabelle chats. Peace and love, Annabelle. Peace and love, Annabelle. Thank you for entering the contest. The winners are going to be announced. I mean, if you're available, we're going to have our Halloween show, and then the 5th is when winners are going to be announced in that contest and everything. And I love that you enter. Thank you very much. And everybody out there, you should be able to type in #awesome, and Nightbot will drop your link, because everybody out here is a content creator. So drop your link with #awesome. That way you can get connected to other people out here that you're not already connected to. Everybody's pretty cool. Everybody's pretty cool. And everything. Now, Annabelle, you're there in Fort Myers. You're there. It's Fort Myers, isn't it? I lived in Cape Coral for 6 years, and then Bonita for about a year, and then I was in it starts with an E. Why can't I think of it? It's south of Fort Myers, right there north of Bonita and everything. It'll come to me. But no, so I know that area. Estero, yes, thank you, Estero. Had a black bear on my property in Estero. It was 10 acres I was renting. In Estero. It had wooded acres. There was a big house on it and everything, but it was all subdivisions surrounding it with woods, or with big walls and everything. And there was a black bear on the property. I had 2 horses, and they were in the horse pasture. It was a bit much. It was a crazy day. Okay, we are at, and for those that don't know what I'm doing, I'm roto brushing. She's actually moving. It is going one frame at a time. And Adobe After Effects, the Roto Brush 3 tool, which just got released from beta, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it is maintaining the mask around her, because the green screen wasn't going to work. The green screen, she goes off of it on either side, just like my hand's going off the side here on the green. And so we're trying to get good, clean footage for the... okay, she's moving. What do we got happening?
Congratulations, Chris Lane Sr., ladies and gentlemen. That's so cool, you won co-host.
I'm not really sure why that stopped. I'm going to go here, and I want it to continue on. Refine edge propagating. Okay. I think it was just because this is so large, it's paused what it was doing, went ahead and stopped to render what was there. This is another reason why I try to break these up. I never like to do more than 30 seconds at a time, but with the way this is set up, I needed to do it this way. But you end up having these issues where, okay, it has now, And I've got a 64 gig of memory machine here that I'm running on. So it's with 8 gig on the video card. It's not like it's a dog bone. It's not an amazing machine, but it's holding its own. But right now it is trying to get caught up. It is propagating the refined edge. It's on frame 77 of 1170. It has a lot to go. It has a whole lot to go. And that's why this just takes forever. It's doing all the work. But I have to sit to see if it makes a mistake. Because if it makes a mistake and then you don't stop and correct that mistake and it continues on, that mistake will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, everything is just you've lost all areas in it. So you end up having to sit while it goes through this. Oh, this it's gonna go for 10 minutes. I might as well just. I'm gonna grab my guitar. I don't have anything else going while I wait for this to propagate. This is the problem with video editing. There's so many just wait time things. Oh, this is what I don't like. Sitting around waiting while After Effects takes its friggin' time. No, I could be doing something else. Could be doing anything else. Instead of sitting here waiting on After Effects to do its thing. We got Lapstick coming up on Sunday. It's the Halloween extravaganza, that's right. And I hope everybody shows up. We got the Halloween extravaganza planned. Oh man, that's pretty lazy rhyme in there with planned and man. Do I see Terry? Is he hanging out at? Oh, Tales of the Sonic Voyage. Yeah. This is one of my slowest streams right now downtown. I am rotoscoping. This is Robin Cheyenne, a fantastic musician, and she is hosting a awards program that's being she's already recorded her segments and such, but the green screen wasn't working, and so we're using the After Effects Roto Brush tool. Well, this clip here is 1 minute and 10 seconds long, and I will take full responsibility because I thought that it was only 10 seconds long, so I thought this would be quick, but no, this is just bad. So we're waiting for it. It's catching up right now. It's on frame 314 of 1170 before it can then continue on and do the remaining 30 seconds, 40 seconds of the clip. Oh no, it's boring. Oh no, it's boring. Look at that Roto Brush. But I won't complain because it drives me insane if I have to manually do all those things. Hey, look. Hey, it is Betty J. Check this out. It's Betty J Gathers. Everybody, Betty J Gathers, if you're looking for energy, if you're looking for energy in the mornings on those lives, if you're looking for some fun and just an honest, good feeling, get connected to Betty and check out her lives that she has. They're a good time. Rotoscoping takes way too long. I've gotta sit here and make up a song. I wish that this was really quick. But whatever. Halloween episode is coming up this weekend. It's gonna be crazy, you all should be there. And then the following Sunday is our season finale. It's gonna be crazy, you all should be there. You all should be there. I meant what I said about Betty J Gathers. Lots of energy and lots of good times. You should connect if that's your kind of thing. I think it's cool. I think it's cool, yeah. Betty J, what you doing tonight? Betty J, hope you're feeling alright. Betty J, oh, I'm glad you are here. But shouldn't you be going to bed now? Betty J, Betty J gathers his hair. Betty J, oh Betty J gathers his hair. I got nothing. You know, when all I'm doing is just repeating Betty's name over and over, taking advantage of the fact that, you know, Betty's got a fun name and I just really like that name. It's just, you know, that wasn't fair. While we wait on this rotoscoping, I'll do my people who click dislike song, because all of us are content creators out here, and all of us have those people that click dislike for no apparent reason, you know what I mean? People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you? Yeah. People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, there's something wrong with you, yeah. Did something happen in your childhood that makes you feel sad? Oh, did mommy not hug you, yeah? Or are you stuck in a relationship that's going real bad? Oh, there's no one loving you, yeah. I don't know what made you this way, but I think I speak for everyone that you should go away, yeah. People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, there's something wrong with you, yeah. People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you? And living in your mom's basement just bring you down. Oh, you need to move out now, yeah. Or were you touched at the circus by some creepy clown? Oh, creepy, creepy clown, yeah. I don't know why you keep coming round. I'm probably gonna laugh when you are 6 feet underground, yeah. People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you, yeah. People who click dislike on my videos, what's wrong with you? Oh, what's wrong with you, yeah. Oh man, I'm just killing time over here looking at this screen and waiting, because it's not even done with 17. Oh, it's almost on frame 700 of 1170. So we're still waiting and we're killing time. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh yeah. Look out there. Oh, I wish I could take a pause and click on something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for keeping this channel. Thank you for keeping this channel alive. Oh, as Jess would say, shut that thing down. It's not worth nothing at all. Oh yeah, because you know, we need monitors, we need a lot of things. It's going towards a fund, but also it goes towards this After Effects. It pays for After Effects. That's what we need this for. And I wanna thank you, yeah. I wanna thank you. Now make sure you drop your link. Make sure you drop your link, Terry. Make sure you drop your link so other people will get connected. Out there, Tales of the Sonic Voice. He's uploading and does the premieres where these are all the albums from his youth, the albums from the punk and different things early on, deep tracks. These are albums. If you wanna, you know, just kind of take a dive in a direction that you normally, the algorithm's not going to send you there. Go out and do some exploring, get connected, and enjoy what he's got going on out there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, and look at this. It's Weave's World. Weave's World. Peace and love. Hashtag awesome. Nightbot will drop your link. Nightbot should be dropping links for people. Use hashtag awesome to drop your link. So people can get connected to you if they're not already. Danky the Clown. Peace and love, Danky the Clown. What is this it? Did I, what are you doing this again? Well, now I gotta dance. And I gotta take my shirt off. If it's that much, I gotta take the shirt off and I gotta do conga. I'm going on a Sonic. Ow, 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 Sonic voyage. Oh, I gotta figure out a song for Sonic Voyage. It was dark one night. I couldn't see anything at all. But everywhere around me, I heard things. I felt so lost, I was blind. But what got me through that time? I went on a journey, as you can see. These are the tales, all the tales of the Sonic Void. Big boy, it's Sonic Boy. I can't even remember what the chords I was doing a second ago were. No, sorry. These were the oh yeah. Everybody out in the chat, if you are looking for something to do right now, you know what would be cool that you could do? You could get over there and get connected to Sonic Voyage there. The tales of the Sonic Voyage, because man, I got no way of thanking you. So I'm gonna try to send all these people to you, yeah. And I know that they won't be disappointed when they get there, 'cause it's all about music, yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's Blue Chicken, what happened to this place, yeah. Oh no, 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 no. I'm looking over here again, let me see where we're at. We are at frame 1040 of 1170. We are making our way back here. You need a theme song? You need tell me what kind of theme song? What jingly or theme song for a commercial? Music for a voiceover announcer to come over top of. What have you thought about? Oh, I'm gonna have to see. This is the thing. And since this is still running, let me just switch over. Because if I switch over, then I can put this over on a screen where I can actually read and make out the words that are getting in my way. But hey, you tell me what kind. If you're looking for just a jingle to have with a narrator over top or something along those, let me know what you're looking for. Let me know what you have an idea about. Because a theme song and stuff is only 30 seconds. It's not a big thing. And richnewdesign@gmail.com. Just send me an email with kind of what you have in mind and all that, and I'll throw something to you. I can. It shouldn't be bad. It shouldn't be bad. I can throw something. I can throw some. Oh, that's not. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. He was looking for a fight. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. It was a dark Monday night, but it wasn't Monday night for blue chicken. He wasn't in the continental U.S. He was probably living up on the morning of a Tuesday or something like that. We were hanging out on Monday and drinking. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. Stab, stab. Stab, stab, said blue chicken. Is everybody out there? Is everybody out there connected to blue chicken? Yeah. Would anybody like to explain to me exactly how that turns out to be a blue chicken? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Get in touch with me. Get in touch with me. Connect with me over there at the Gmail, richnewdesign@gmail.com. Connect with me and I'll put something together, get something for your channel and something you can use on those. You've been super supportive, and I want to show some appreciation there. Oh no. Hey, wait. We were waiting on something. Let me take. It's like I've given up on it because it's okay. Look at this. We're back. I'm gonna get it started again. It had made it through and propagated to this point, and so now we want to. It is continuing. It is doing its job. It had to propagate all of the ones because the buffer was already full. So it has continued on here with the roto brushing. It is at the 47. You can see she's moving now. It's just literally, I think there's 30 frames a second. It may be 30 frames a second. At least 24, maybe 30. But because he recorded this off of StreamYard, and StreamYard, I believe, saves everything at 30 frames a second. So that's why we are still going. We've still got 20 seconds of this to do, over 20 seconds, because this is, we got 10, 20, about 25 seconds of this minute and 10-second clip still has to be going. Clip clops. I see clip clops. Let me get over to StreamYard. Oh, look at this. It's Ian Guitar Shack. Ian's Guitar Shack. Always bringing it. And then this GamePro that they call him names. They call him names on the show. GamePro's awesome. GamePro's link's been getting dropped. GamePro is the just driven creative maniac behind Little Terpene. Little Terpene that has brought. Wait a minute. Just saw something. I got to come back over here. She's lunging. It's not good. I want to see it that hand didn't. Okay, I just right. You probably can't see it. Right at the very bottom down here, it's lost a little bit of the with her fingers because they're interlocked and those gloves that she has on. I'm going to paint right there to make sure that that's taken. I'm going to go one more frame as the hands come up, making sure it is not going to remove it again. I'm going to hit play and see if it goes.
Congratulations, Chris Lane Sr. for.
That's why I end up having to watch it, because if a small mistake like that happens and you don't catch it, then it ends up just losing it. That's why this takes forever. This really takes forever doing this rotoscoping. But it's not like it's difficult work. And I can probably, if I were so inclined, I could play music while this is going on. I was talking about GamePro. Little Terpene, this rap star Little Terpene, just amazing puppet character. Okay, her hands are going to come up. I'm going to be watching it. And he has come up with rap songs each week, and he does a video. The videos are amazing for these things. The songs are amazing for these things. I am blown away by what he's been able to produce for Lapstick. It is they're such talented people. Such talented people. Okay, she's still going. Where are we at? 47 seconds. Her hands. Usually I've noticed with this one, the mistakes happen when her hands come onto the screen because she's wearing those gloves down to her hands, these long black gloves that come up to, and that's where the mistakes will occur, is around where those hands come up, whether or not it thinks they're coming up now. There. Okay. Let me go back. We had an issue there. Going to go forward. The hand comes up there. I don't know if you can see, but there's red right along the bottom. It's thinking, okay, we don't need this. So I just paint with the Roto Brush on that area and say, no, you need this. And now I go to the next frame. And it's good. And the next frame, it's good. It doesn't look like it, so now it didn't lose it. Now I'm going to continue on. I hit play. This is why you have to keep an eye on it, though, because it will make mistakes. But I'm just sitting here only correcting if it makes a mistake. It's just an arduous task. And you would, if you are going to do rotoscoping. Now, truth be told, without running any other software, it may be marginally faster. But let's be honest here. I am live streaming from the same machine. I do have video playing over in the background on the other camera. I've got multiple cameras going on. I've got OBS. I am eating up some of the resources of my machine. And so it's probably not optimal for it. But even when I was running it earlier today without anything else running, I wasn't streaming, I wasn't doing that, it was still, it's a one frame at a time. And when you're doing 30 frames a second, it's this 30 times to get that first second out the door. It can be a bit much. But in all, there's like 25 minutes. This is the 13th of 23 videos that I cut. This is probably the second or third longest of them. A lot of them are less. The length is not as bad, maybe 30 seconds or so, and those come together a lot easier. Hey, since I was mentioning him, there is the link. There is the link. There's the link to GamPro. He's got all those little terpene videos over on his page. If you haven't seen them, and if you like Halloween and you like dirty comedy, because it is filthy comedy, but there, I love his work. I just love his work. I'm still watching, as you can see. I keep having to make sure that I don't miss any of those. Where are we at? 52 seconds. So 18 seconds, at least 18 seconds left of this. Hey, there's Jess. What time is it, Jess? You probably getting closer to the end of your workday? Let me see. I don't know what time it is. Oh, Jess has got 20 more minutes of work. But this is coming along. But this is rotoscoping. Like I mentioned before, if you have something that the green screen just isn't, this is what you end up having to do, which is it creating a mask and maintaining it for you. This new 3.0 does a good job. I will say it's a little faster than the 2.0 version that they had, but I'm not going to complain. If all I got to do is paint over an area and say, no, you got to keep this, and the rest of the time it is doing this, because in Premiere Pro, you'll end up moving all the points on a mask, having to curve the lines of a mask, having to do that, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that. So having a technology to just rip it out for you here is very beneficial. Because even though I'm having to be stuck here while it's doing it, it's handling every frame, and I'm basically just sitting. So how much can I really complain if all I'm doing is just sitting? That really doesn't make a lot of sense. I can probably fade myself out of existence for a moment here. I'm still going to be here. I'm still talking. I'm still hanging. We are watching Robin Cheyenne, the rotoscoping. This is a minute and 10 second. Actually, it's a minute. Technically, it's a minute and 11. A minute and 11 is how long this clip is, and we're about at the 57. We're at 56 and a half seconds right now. Oh, did you get one of those teas? Did you? I just saw that. Where is my StreamYard? The shirts. I love those shirts that Allie's got over there. That Allie's got. I know those have been popular. Terpene is just. I tell you, it was like week one. It was week one when he was on the show, and had the first Little Terpene video, and I said Little Terpene is going to be the star of this show. I can already tell Little Terpene is just absolutely going to walk away with it. Hey, we're coming up on 50. We've only gone a little more than a second from the last time. We're coming up on 58. We're at the 58 second mark. So 13 seconds left. And and like I mentioned, I'm live streaming because, I was going to have to sit here anyway. I have to sit here and look at this anyway. And I'm thinking I may use some of the footage for, I may put together a little quick tutorial on how to use the Roto, because there's not much to it. Just how to add or hold the Alt key to remove the parts. And you can see that, and everything that it's not including is all this stuff in red around the outside. I wonder if I can make this even bigger. Just so you can see it good. Because we're finishing it up. You're a star, GamePro. You know you're a star. We've been telling you. Guy is so creative. And I'll be honest, he is so awesome with the improv comedy. With the sacrilegious scum character, with Little Terpene, with Bud Rot, the dinosaur, Billy the dinosaur. He wasn't even talking, and he's just bringing comedy without even talking. That's a mark of somebody who really is bringing it. All right, we are coming up on the 1 minute and 1 second. We just passed that. We've got 10 seconds left. That's how quickly it's going through. This has been excruciating. I think it's been going for maybe 55 minutes. I think this has been going for 55 minutes. It's a 1 and 11 second long clip. But this is a job. There are people that just do rotoscoping because it is just a intensive thing, and when you want to get a really clean pull from something, you do it. Now I don't know if I don't know that I maybe batch run a whole bunch of them and then go back and see which ones had problems and maybe just fix the areas that had problems. That might be better, so I could actually walk away while it's doing this and then come back. And it's just, if it's a big problem though, it'll end up screwing up whole sections of the thing. And I don't know. I just don't know. I'm too old to know. Now, I had just noticed something that I believe it had missed, but it was such a small area, and it grabbed it again. Her arm bracelet, it had missed just on the very bottom row. Okay, I see something just happened, so I'm going to go back a couple of frames. I want to go forward over on her, and you won't even see it. You'll be able to see me paint, but you won't see the error when it comes up. Down under her right arm, our left, it has it is not pulling the glove, so I am going to paint just there to say, hey, grab that. And now let me go one more frame, because it had lost it for several frames. It picked it back up. It's because those black gloves that she has, it doesn't know for sure that that's coming into the screen. I'll go back to play now. That's why I have to be here, just in case.
Plain Senior.
Oh, there's another one right in the center. Right in the center. I'm going to go back where there is a button on her glove. It thinks that button might actually be, oh, that must be something behind. So I'm going to go back let me see when it loses the button. Paint the button. Go to the next frame. Go to the next frame. Next frame. The button is there. We didn't lose it. I'm going to go back to play.
Plain Senior for winning the.
And I'm guessing it should be able to make it. I think that's what, 3 times there's been in the whole minute and in the whole hour of doing it that I've actually had to go in and paint over something that it mistakenly keyed out. But otherwise, it's doing all the work. I have no I have no complaints.
Senior for winning, for winning, for winning, for winning, for winning.
Okay, that we see what you're doing there. Now let's keep going.
Senior for winning the award for co-host.
It is at 1 minute and coming up on the 1 minute and 6 second mark, so it has the last 5 seconds that it has to create the mask for. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. It is working its way through. Oh, this is we'll see if the next one is after it finishes. The bad thing is after it finishes, I've got to hit freeze, and that freeze is going to take at least a half hour. So there's nothing I can do for that. I mean, I can go. I don't have to watch it. That's the thing about the next half hour is I won't have to actually sit here and keep an eye on it while it's running. It will. Oh, there we go. It had a problem. If you look around her hands, you can see this red. It has taken those areas out. Let me come back a couple frames to where the problem began. Go 1 frame forward, 1 frame forward, wait for it to happen. There is the first inkling of it. There's red right here, which means that's alpha channel. I'm painting over it. That got rid of that. Let's see if more of them pop up. 1 frame forward, 1 frame forward, 1. I think that just clearing that first frame that had that small error on it made it so these next frames, the error didn't get worse. But before, when I'd looked at it, those it had removed all the way up through the fingers on those. Let me hit continue. So that's why you've got to catch them when they start.
And now,
hey, cheers, John. Cheers. You've got to catch the errors when they start, and as long as you do, it does a fantastic job. But it will miss things. The better the lighting, the higher. Another thing to mention, if you are rotoscoping, the higher the frame rate. Now, it's going to take longer if you're doing 60 frames a minute, but I don't know if you've noticed, if you've got a problem with blur, if you're going to have a lot of action going on, and you're going to have a lot of motion blur where you're going to end up having transparencies in area, the higher the frame rate you can record in, say 60 frames per second. If you can record at 60 frames a second, you're not going to have nearly as much blur as you will at 30 frames a second. Movies, incidentally, cinema all runs at 24 frames a second. 24 frames a second gives you that natural motion blur that you have. You can see her hands blurring here. Oh, I just saw it right there in the hand. I'm going to correct that. Now I'll continue.
and now.
But this motion blur is something that gets in the way of keying and rotoscoping all the time. The higher the frame rate, the more you're going to have clear shots. Which makes sense. If there's 120 times a second, you're gonna capture that movement, with real precision, as opposed to, if it's fast movements go away. We are almost done. We are almost done with this portion. It's only got 15 frames left, I think. If this is at 30 frames, it's only got 15 more frames left to do. And it looks good to me. I think it may have been 5. Was it 5 times I had to make a correction to it? It's finishing up, and it will go back to the beginning when it finishes up. And it's starting at the beginning, but it has already done the beginning. So I'm going to stop, and I'm going to, and here's when I would walk away to do something else, or open up another program to do something else. Freeze. Once you've got all of your frames, every frame is the way it's supposed to be, because you corrected the ones that had mistakes. You went through and did it, and you watched. Once it's the way it's got to be, you freeze it, so that locks the work that you did. Now this minute 11 second is 2132 frames, and it's going to go through 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's going to count at that pace, doing the frames up to the 2000 and it's 2132. Yeah, 2132. That's rotoscoping. Once that's done, I'll have no background behind her. It'll just be her, and then I'll be able to put her onto a. Let me see if I've got a copy of one of these others. Then I will be able to.
I am your host, Robin Cheyenne, and tonight
I
we will celebrate all of the artists that wandered their way into Camp GMAY in 2023.
The software that this is going to be used in does not handle MOV files, which would mean I could have nothing behind here. So I create a solid green to put behind her. That way there's going to be a clean key on their end, because everything back there is going to be green. So that seems to, and I've got 23 of these to do. Cheers, Maine. Cheers, Maine. Hashtag awesome to drop your links, everybody, if you want to get connected to one another. I'm basically, I think Jess is going to be done with work in 4 minutes or so, 3 or 4 minutes. She'll probably want to hang out. The kids, and this is now at frame 91, 92. So you can see this is going to take a while. It's got to go through that entire thing, locking down each frame that it created the mask for, and then I can exit this rotoscoping, throw the green behind it, send it over to Media Encoder to put it on the list, because I like to rack up like 5 or 6 of them for rendering. That way I can just, okay, render, and that's going to take 45 minutes if I've got 5 or 6 of them, and just let it do its business while I walk away and do dishes or take care of kids or any of the other things that are the exciting parts of my life. While this is doing it, I gotta become the hype guy. I gotta let me take this time to go ahead and advertise what we've got going on, what we're gonna have. Let's see, what branding should I use? I think I'm going to use the lapstick behind the scenes. That's because it's just, I love the way it looks, and I need to pop this up on the screen and do this. Hey everybody, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Lapstick, live animation and puppetry. It's adult humor. If you watch Adult Swim, if you watch South Park, if you watch Family, there's nothing worse than what you're going to get. I mean, it's as bad as it gets, but it's what you would watch any of those other programs for, and it's animation and puppetry. It's not, and it's live. It's all improv. We don't write a script. The only thing that we know is what segment is going after what segment, and maybe people will have some idea what they're going to be doing. Otherwise, it's all improv that we do on Sundays. So if you are looking for something to do on a Sunday, please check that out. Hey. Oh, no, I'm not feeling like a Voodoo Ranger. I just, hang on. I'm dealing with this. I feel like I have PTSD now because of Voodoo Ranger. Just thinking about it. I hadn't tasted that that I just taste right now since hearing you mention the Voodoo Ranger. It's horrible, that Voodoo Ranger. Popcorn. TWP Popcorn. He's dropping his link. Everybody, if you're not connected, get connected to TWP Popcorn. Oh, everybody out there. So we've got Lapstick going on Sundays at 9. This week, I'm going to be doing the Watch Me Works like this. I've got a lot of things to do for the Halloween episode of Lapstick, which is this upcoming Sunday. And then we've got the season finale where we're going to name the winners and everything the Sunday after, November 5th. That is the season 1 finale. It's our 19th episode. Why do 20? We're going to end it at that one. And then the winner of the contest, we will be announcing. And any of you that haven't entered the contest already, we do have a contest for where if you wanted to appear in a cartoon that we're doing a Christmas cartoon, and the winner of the VP Hunt contest, whoever, if you want to be Karen's vice president, it's on the top of my page. You go to my page, it's the first thing basically there after this live that's running. There's a Karen VP Hunt, and the first video there has the description. You basically make a video that's crazy that says you should be the vice president, why you will help make the customer first. It's an insane. We've got some insane clowns that are involved right now. There's a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of trolling. There's a lot of beauty in the whole VP Hunt, and you've got until October 31st, which is actually a week from Tuesday. You've got until then to get your video posted. You just post the video on your page, tag hashtag Karen VP Hunt, and at Lapstick, LAPSTICK. Those, and like I say, those are on that video that's on my page. It'll give you any details, but just, you can do it as yourself, as a person. You can do it in a character. You can do a voice. You could, oh, I want to be your VP. You go to a store, get yourself some googly eyes, put them on a sock. Be a crusty sock. We need a crusty sock to run for VP. Something along those lines. That's what we need. Something. But the more the merrier. And trust me, just enter in the thing. It'll turn out worthwhile. You'll have fun with it, and I think everybody's going to be pleased in the end. The winner. There's going to be multiple prizes and different stuff, but the grand prize is to have a part in our Christmas cartoon, our adult Christmas cartoon. And, that should just entice everybody. I figure that should entice everybody. But Jessica is now off work. Jessica is off work. I believe since this is still, let me take a look. It's running behind this screen that I'm looking at here. It is only 17% done right now. Let me pop it on over here. So as you can see, this is going to take a while. That's going to take a while to do. I'm going to be doing more of this. If anybody has any questions about rotoscoping or anything to do with video editing or things along those lines, even if it's not the Adobe products, I should be able to find a place for you to find the answers. Most everything that I've taught myself how to use all these programs, but teaching myself involves watching a lot of tutorials online. There is oh no, I thought there was a problem with the mask. A second, I was watching this thing run. There's a plethora of tutorials and good things to check out there, with all the information on rotoscoping, on masking, stuff in Premiere Pro, stuff in After Effects, because you're never going to learn all of it. Find out what it is you need to do, and then do a good search and find someone who's done it, and then you'll figure it all out. But I appreciate everybody who has come in here. Terry, make sure you get in touch with me. Make sure that you get in touch with me. And please, everybody, is it dropped here? Did they do a good job of dropping it? Yes. Everybody get connected. Get connected to the the Tales of the Sonic Voyage. And I bet they're going to end up having a new intro and stuff here in the near future. So you'll wanna keep up on that. Email me, send me an email, and we'll go through that. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Monday or Tuesday or whatever it is, wherever you're at. I hope life is treating you good. I hope you're all happy, because I mean, just, hey, we got one life. Enjoy it. Just do what you can to enjoy it. I'm gonna take off, everybody. Let me make sure I haven't. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Everybody, peace and love. Peace and love.